This is an example for you, Jackie. So you want to talk us through this. Was this for a home buyer or an investor?
No, this was actually for an investor. So just to let you through, to go through the details. So this was a repeat client, an investor who has used our services before, probably about 6 years ago. And he basically, his strategy is he lives overseas and he's a long-term buy and holder, but he only wants to buy land with freestanding houses on them. His strategy is very much buy the biggest piece of land that he can in the suburb at the lowest price that he possibly can, and also stick a tenant in it until he's ready to add value. Okay, so we were talking about dual occupancy, adding granny flats, etc. We've done quite a bit of that with our clients. I've been involved in a number of small lot subdivisions as well. And Jeremy, interesting. You're talking about whether or not to get the DA and sell it off. That's exactly what I did. I don't like dealing with builders either, so even if they're not from Geelong. But basically, the brief for this client was he had a budget of $750, and he wanted something freestanding in the Kings Park, Quakers Hill, Marion area. And it took us a little while, but we came up with this corker, and this basically is the cheapest 4-bedroom house that's been sold in this suburb since the end of 2016. It was originally, we got under contract to another buyer for over 800. In fact, twice it was under contract. One actually pulled out buyer's remorse, which happens to all buyers, let me tell you. And another one was couldn't get the finance together. So we kind of launched straight in with a ridiculous offer and worked our way up from there. So we started lower than $730, insulting the vendor, but who cares? We're buyer's agents, and we did really well. So he was absolutely thrilled with this purchase. It's on approximately 630 square metres of land. In a fairly owner-occupied suburb, which is quite important when we're talking about buying for investors. We have, a list of 12 criteria that we look at, and one of them is to actually buy in owner-occupied areas. We feel that's really important because you as owners are beautifying your own suburb and evaluating all the time. Whereas if you're buying in areas where there's a lot of investors, there's not that same incentive to do it. So we're really happy with this. It hasn't settled yet, so I can't actually give you the address, but I have given a little map there for those who know Kings Park. Probably figure it out if you're smart. Or you can just jump on the estate.com, so the address there. It comes up as the cheapest house. So really thrilled with this. It took us approximately 8 weeks of searching. We had a few other properties that offers were rejected. But as buyer's agents, our goal is to get the best price for the client, and we move on to the next property if we don't get that. So the Sydney market at the moment is, very segmented, as Paul alluded to before. It's not one market. Sydney never is and never will be one market. There are different areas and things going on that are very different. The east is very different to the North Shore, very different to Blacktown, to Hornsby, to the south. So you really need to know what is happening in an area to actually get the best outcome for the client. So yeah, we were thrilled with this. We think $730 in Sydney for a freestanding house is pretty damn good.
So is there any other particular areas or current deals that you've got going on at the moment that you want to share?
Yeah, well look, we have, as I said, buyers come to us with a brief, and yes, we can guide you through which suburbs are going to fit that brief and give you advice based on our. But I think it's important to note that we're buyer's agents, we're not licensed financial advisors. So whilst we can provide you with the information, ultimately as an investor, it's up to you to make the decision in the end. You've got to do your due diligence and research as well, and not just blindly trust someone to act on your behalf. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And I know I've been presented a number of properties, and at the time, you don't go with it blindly just because you're given it. You need to do your own due diligence. I've said no to a number of properties before saying yes, and I think that comes down in your own gut feel for a property. I know the ones that I've been really excited about when I've purchased myself have been the ones that have been the best performers, right? So that you intrinsically know when there's a good deal and you found something.
Your
so
individual circumstances is very important as well, because a particular property could be brilliant property, but your individual circumstances that perhaps is not the right fit in terms of your investment side of it as well. right? And also see each sort of investment property a little bit as a sort of a small business unit, so to speak. What's the goal of this particular property? What's the object in the longer period of time? What's the exit plan?
Yeah.
Right, so a whole lot of things, whether it's a diversification in long-term comes into account, whether it's a growth, whether it's a cash flow, whether it's a subdivision potential. What is the aim?
And yeah, everyone's personal financial situation is so different. You know, we've got clients that earn over $1 million, and we've got clients that earn, you know, $60,000. So the types of property and the ability for them to hold those negative cash flows is really different. So
can I just add something to that too, which I think is really important. You know, having invested in property for so long, everyone has different stress levels and what they're willing to do. Like, you know, you talking about, you know, subdividing and building, that can really stress some people out and they're not going to go there. Whereas something that's bread and butter, sit and let it grow and have patience, you know, maybe put some money into it or do something small, that can be your sleep at night factor. And Christine touched on it. I think that's really important as investors. What I've learned over a number of years is I've bought, renovated, sold, disposed, developed, I've done it all, okay? But at the end of the day, I need to be able to be comfortable with my level of debt, okay? And I think as Australians, we all go into way too much debt, sorry brokers, but I do. And also have a comfortable lifestyle, not pouring all of your money into your investments. You still need to have a life balance. I think that's so important. So if you're not into building and developing and you want to just buy an investment property for almost a forced savings plan, something that's going to grow, then that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
And I suppose, Jackie, one of the things which I do in my sort of personal circumstances is that I look through the mitigation factor.
Yes.
I look through what are the buffer, and I sort of say that, well, do I become as unpractical saying that what happens if the interest rate goes up to 14, 15, 17%? Perhaps they would not if the inflation is only about 2 to 3%.
Yes.
But at the same time, I've seen the interest rate going to 8 and 9%, and that's a genuine sort of a possibility and